Hey friends, it's Miss Rose. I just want to check in, tell you guys that I miss you so much and that it's been really nice to see a few of you guys in the Zoom meetings that I've been able to pop into. But what I wanted to really do is show you guys a step-by-step drawing that we can do together and do when you get a chance. Okay? I haven't been able to see every single person on the Zoom meetings because our times don't always match up, and that's totally okay. So I figured I'd send out this video so you guys can go through this drawing with me in case you've missed anything, and we'll do it together. So the best part about this is that you can play the video and pause the video as you need to. I'm going to show you exactly how to draw what we're going to draw together here today, and you get to pause that when you need to so you can erase anything that you may wish to erase, or you can take your time to catch up. So what we're going to draw today are these lovely monster drawings that I thought would be kind of fun. There's all different kinds. These ones aren't finished because I started these a little while ago and I started to paint, but I didn't get a chance to finish painting them. So maybe I'll get to do that finally. But I'm going to show you guys exactly how to draw those monsters, but there's so many different possibilities. So be ready for that. Make sure you have a pencil and a paper, and we'll get started. All right, friends, so we're gonna get started with our monster drawings today. Little something like one of these, except we're gonna actually finish ours. There's so many different options, so that's what I want you guys to think about before we get started, okay? They don't need to have just 2 eyes or even 3 eyes. You can do 8 eyes or you can do 1 eye. It's gonna be up to you. You can also decide if you want them to be smiling or if you want them to be a little more scary or serious. Maybe you want some fun hair coming out of the top or even a little bow on top. So those are all going to be your decisions. Notice that we're using most of the paper here. Okay, I'm drawing from one side of my paper all the way over to the other, so that the bottom part here is mostly my monster. Okay, when I get done drawing, what I'm going to do is use some markers probably to fill those colors in. And you can do the same thing if you don't have markers at home and you just have crayons or maybe even just a pencil. Maybe try to color some things in with a little bit of pencil, okay? So I'm going to suggest that you start off with a regular pencil that has an eraser, because if you want to erase something, then you can. I'm going to be drawing in marker today because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm drawing as I'm drawing it. Okay, so get those pencils ready and we are going to get started. So the very first thing I'm going to do, hopefully you can see most of my paper here, but I'm going to start from one side of my paper and draw a nice curved line all the way over to the other side. Okay, so using those curved lines, that's going to help us make it look like the top of our monster's head. This might be quite a big monster for my size paper. Okay, but hopefully yours is looking pretty good so far. Mine's gonna have a little bit of a large head, and that's okay. If you only have lined paper or construction paper, or maybe you can even use a cardboard box, anything to draw on will be totally fine for this project. Okay, so that's the head of my monster. So there's many different things that we can do after this. We need to think about what kind of shapes we might want to use for our eyes and maybe some teeth and our mouth later. But I'm going to start off with the eyes, okay? Now I used circles. Okay, see all my circles in my eye for my eyes? I used circles to draw those, and I came up with where I wanted those circles to be on my paper. Okay, so these circles are actually sitting kind of on top of his head. So if you have a pencil, you can actually erase part of this line right here so the line doesn't go through your eyes. Okay, if you would rather the eyes look like they're on the front of his face or her face, you can do that too. Okay, since I drew mine in markers, I'm gonna go ahead and put my eyes near the front here and go ahead and draw those right now. So here's my eyes. And I'm making this up as I go, so I want you guys to be as creative as possible, and you can decide how you want your monster to look You do not need to have the same eyes as me or in the same spot. If you would rather your eyes be triangles or something that's a different shape, maybe a square, you can go ahead and do that because you're the artist today. Okay, so there's my eyes. And I want to show you guys on this whiteboard right here another option for what I mean about how to draw your eyes maybe a slightly different way. Okay, so I'm gonna pop my whiteboard in here really quick so you can see what I'm talking about just a little bit. So if this is my paper, okay, and I have my monster's head right here from one side of my paper to the other. If I wanted to draw eyes on top, I could draw eyes that look like they're sitting on top of his head. That would be a cool monster. Or like my other drawing over there had the eyes go kind of overlapping. So on top of that line, it's overlapping that line where the top of my monster's head is, but I don't want to leave that line in there. So if I have a pencil, what I'm going to do is actually erase that little bit of line that I see, because I can't see through his eyeball to the back of his head or the top of his head. Okay, I want to erase that line so that my eyeball doesn't have that line going through it. Okay, so you can decide, do you want your eyes on top, maybe in the middle of that line, or do you want them right on your face? Okay, so those are decisions for you to make. Now, inside of my eye, I want to give it a little pupil, which is the black part of our eyeball. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. You can do a nice circle in the center of this circle. Okay, so kind of like this one, I put a circle in the middle here. Or you can even make it so that you use maybe the bottom half of that circle and make the whole thing a pupil. So I could go back in later with a marker or a pencil, and I can go ahead and add in a little bit of black to fill that space in. Or later, if you want that to be a different color, you can go ahead and add in a different color in that space. So I'm going to fill mine in right now so you have that in your head for later, but you can go ahead and do that when you get out your markers and crayons later. Okay, so there's my first set of eyeballs. If you decide later you want to add more eyeballs because you have lots of extra room, go right ahead. The next thing I want to do is I want to give him a mouth. Okay, so remember I said you can choose what your monster feels like or wants to be feeling. So maybe a happy monster or a sad monster or a scary monster. That is your decision to make. So here's my happy monster, and I might even give him some sharp teeth. So I drew a curved line to create his smile. And I'm gonna go back in with some triangles to make it look like he has some sharp teeth hanging out of his mouth. Whoa. So there's my teeth. Now again, if you don't want to add teeth, you don't have to. If you want to add more teeth or sharper teeth, or maybe you don't want them to be smiling, you don't have to, okay? Here's my other example where I use that same curved line just upside down, and I only gave this monster 2 teeth instead of so many like I did on this one. Okay. Now, my last little detail as of right now is that I can add those fun hairs kind of poking out on the top, or that bow that was up there. You can also go ahead and maybe give him some funky ears or antennas. That is going to be up to you guys. Okay, so if I were to give him some strands of hair, I would just use some curved lines on top of his head to make it look like he has hair popping out of the top. Okay, again, I could also give him some little antennas up here if I wanted to. Okay, maybe I want my monster to have some polka dots on him. I could make him into a polka dot monster, couldn't I? You could have a striped monster. Maybe you want your monster to be one color. You can make him one color. Okay, so I don't want to go overboard on my polka dots because it might be too much design on here, but this monster is looking pretty crazy. Okay, if you wanted to make a background for your monster, you could do that too, but remember, maybe you don't want to put in too much detail because it might get, again, a little bit crazy as you're looking at that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to add color, and you can do that as you're ready for it. I'm going to move on to some of my markers here. I'm going to use those to help me add that color in. Okay, so here's a couple tips for using your markers if you decide that you want to use them. Otherwise, you can go ahead and maybe use some crayons, which would be super fun. But markers are kind of fun too because they have a couple different ways that they work. Okay, so I have the tip of my marker right here, and it's nice and pointy, which is awesome. We love pointy markers. If I color with the point of my marker though, do you see how it makes such thin lines when I draw? What I want to do is actually turn it to the side, and when I use the side of my marker, it creates a nice thick line. So I'm just kind of holding my marker at a small angle here. Okay, instead of straight up and down, I'm holding it at an angle and I'm using the side of that marker, which is the widest part of that marker. And that's what I'm going to use to go ahead and fill this space in. Okay, remember to take your time, make it nice and neat. This is something that you might want to display on your kitchen fridge or on your bedroom wall. And you want to be proud of it when you show it off to your friends and family. So I'm going to take my time. You guys can go ahead and start adding color to your artwork if you're ready for it and you want to, while I complete the rest of my color here. right, friends, so there is my finished monster. I just kept the background simple. I added some stripes back there, but again, feel free to make it your own. Add lots of detail if you want to. Give him like an outer space look if you even wanted to do that. Make him into an alien. Or you can give him like a tree or a sun in the background. Totally up to you. Okay, I did lots of fun colors, and I really took my time with those colors. I used the brightest ones I could find because I wanted my monster to be nice and bold. But I took my time and I tried to stay inside those lines as best as possible and practicing being nice and neat with my artwork. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been so nice hanging out with you guys today, and I really hope to see you again soon.